Buy the dip. We're talking about Bitcoin here, guys. We are nearly 30% down from all-time highs, and I am buying the dips. I buy Bitcoin every single day, but when the market is down 10%, not 20%, but 30% down from all-time highs, I am looking to buy some chunks. So without further ado, welcome back to Crypto Report. I'm Blacksea. Hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel right now. Anything I say in this video is not financial advice. I am not a financial advisor. This is for entertainment purposes only. Let's hop into it. All right, guys, I want to start off with a little bit of a little meme I posted over on Twitter. Follow me at 333 Blacksea. I say buying at dips versus buying at pumps. And this is really a good depiction of what that truly means, because you think you're buying when it's pumping, you're like, all right, that's great. But when you really start to buy, you don't even realize the outcome of these purchases. When you start to buy when it's actually down, when it's blood in the streets, it has such a greater impact on your overall portfolio and the dollar cost average of that position than as you're buying on the way up. So what I do, guys, I dollar cost average in every single day. I buy Bitcoin every single day. But when the market starts to turn red and we are more than 10% down from all-time highs, I start to increase my dollar cost average position. And when we reach my different tranche levels, I add some chunky positions, some of my dry powder on the sidelines. So when we look at Bitcoin right now, let's measure from the top. We wicked down about 36%, and right now we are trading about 27 to 28% down from all-time highs. Now, can we see this break down further? Yes, definitely. I think it's most probable. Now, does that mean that, I should wait for that? Guys, I'm going to tell you what right now. It is much harder to time the market than it is to be spending time in the market, okay? And, that's a very cliche saying that's told in trading, but guys, it is the truth, and it works, okay? It works. It proves the test of time. If you have true conviction in an asset and you believe in the longevity of it, then dollar cost averaging in will outperform trying to time it. Because, guys, first off, it takes more attention to time it, as well as it is extremely more difficult, especially like selling the top. You have a very, very small window of time to sell the top. And I will say, though, like buying the bottom, you have a much longer period, like a much longer window to buy the bottom. But personally, what I like to do, guys, is I dollar cost average in every single day because I believe in Bitcoin I believe that it's going to be here to stay, guys. It's like literally the only asset that is a hedge against the debasement of the dollar and basically a hedge against inflation. It's really, it's basically a deflationary asset. Is it truly? No, but the way that people lose the coins, they lose their keys, I believe that over time, the coins are going to be harder and harder to obtain. And on top of that, it is harder and harder to obtain because of the halving events, right? Because of Bitcoin mining. Every 4 years, the mining rewards gets cut in half. It gets harder and harder. Now, right now, I have reached a few different levels where I started to actually add some chunks of my dry powder to. And when we broke below 94,000, that was my first area I started to add into. But when we broke below 88K, that's when I really started to add. And right now we are bouncing, right? So you may say, Blacksea, well, what are you doing now that we're bouncing? Well, I still buy every single day. I still have increased my dollar cost averaging position size. But what I really like to do when the market's doing these types of moves, when we're getting these bounces, is I look to layer in short. I like to add to short positions. And I have been shorting a lot of different altcoins right now, not Bitcoin, across the board, really. I've been shorting Solana, Zcash, Crowcoin, Pepe. What am I missing? I'm doing like 6 or 8 coins right now, and they're all significantly in the profit. Right now, my Zcash short is up about $700, up 637%. It's not a significant trade. These are just high leverage scalps that have just turned into somewhat of a swing short position. I'm waiting to actually add to these positions to increase them to say, like, I will have some multi-six-figure short positions by the end of this bear market, I will say. But in my opinion, I think that we have a significant amount of time. I think we have I am expecting a significant bounce, and that will be when I'm looking to actually leverage into some short positions. Now, if you guys do want to short with me, or you want to trade, you want to counter trade with me because you think that I'm wrong, which is absolutely fine. Now, I'm not a financial advisor, guys, so I'm just doing what I think is best, how to be profitable in this market. I've been trading crypto for over a decade, and I've been investing longer than that. So I'm shorting. And could I be wrong? Of course, there's always invalidations. All trading is probability and statistics, but I'm doing what's worked out best for me. And guys, by far, this cycle has been the most profitable cycle for me out of all these cycles by far, okay? So if you guys do want to trade with me, check out in the pinned comment section or description box below. Sign up to Blowfin. You get a $5,000 sign-up bonus as well as access to our private Discord server where Crypto Kip and I give our trade signals and just talk about the market with a lot of like-minded traders and investors. And it's a fun spot. We're building a little bit of a community throughout this bear market. So sign up to Blowfin, and then after you do that, go further down in the description box. There's a Discord link. Click that, follow a couple steps, and you're in, and come say hi to us. So, guys, when you look at this, when I look at this, I believe that we are in a bear market because I believe October 6th was the all-time high, but I do think that we could see a bounce. Let me show my other chart here. I do think that we could bounce back up to 94,000 and 100,000. Anything more than 100,000, I start to say, hey, I think that maybe this 4-year cycle is broken, but I really am not going to really lean into that unless we close above 116,000. 116,000 is like where I say the 4-year cycle is broken. Everything has changed, and we probably could see another leg up into 2026. But as of right now, I don't see that. I see the simple moving averages starting to turn to the downside. I look at Market Cipher. The RSIs are starting. We saw a little bit of a bounce, but they're starting to aim to the downside as well. We're looking at the daily time frame. The money flow is still in the red. Yes, we have a green dot on volume, but it really doesn't have much legs. Like last time we saw a green dot on volume on the daily time frame was back right. I mean, this was such a small move. We're talking a 7% move and then a huge elevator down. And I think there's a good chance that this play out again. But I will also say I think that the sellers are starting to get exhausted a bit, and I would not be surprised to come and tap 94,000 or 100K. But I'm really leaning on the bearish side here, guys. I have to be completely frank with you. I do not want to lead you guys to slaughter. I don't want to be leading people to slaughter. I don't want to be a perma-bull. If I'm bullish, I'll tell you guys I'm bullish. If I'm bearish, I'll tell you guys I'm bearish, and that's exactly what I'm going to do here. Now, I will say, when it comes down to buying the dip, if it does get invalidated and we start to make new highs and we close above 116,000, I start to say, hey, maybe we are going to be going to new all-time highs. Well, then guess what? I've been dollar cost averaging in, so it's absolutely fine. The only thing I'm shorting right now are altcoins as a hedge, and I'm buying Bitcoin because I want to accumulate as much Bitcoin as I possibly can, and at a right risk-to-reward ratio, right? I'm not just chucking all my money in there. You got to be a little bit diversified, but I believe in Bitcoin, and I put my money where my mouth is. Now, guys, let me know in the comment section below. Do you think that we are in a bear market, or do you think we're getting ready to see a new bounce? The bottom is in. I think that there's a local bottom here, but I don't think that we're going to all-time highs. And yes, there's invalidations, like I said, but I want to know what you guys think. That's all I got. Hit that like button, subscribe to the channel right now. Check out, sign up to Blowfin down below to get access to our private Discord. Get all those awesome, lucrative sign-on bonuses to all the exchanges. They're all affiliate links, so they help us grow this channel. It's a win-win for everybody. I'll see you next one. Bye-bye.